Okay. I'm gonna have to make a tier list because I'm fucking pissed. Because every YouTuber puts my beloved Aegis at D tier. But it's not gonna be in an item tier list, it's a survivor tier list. And there's one reason specifically why I want to make an item, a survivor tier list. So, one survivor specifically. I will get to it at the end. So we have here our list. Let's start alphabetically. First, Acrid. I think his kit is kinda weird. Like he's melee, but he doesn't do a lot of damage. Like you should be able to burst down enemies, but with his poison mechanic, it seems kinda out of place. I mean, you can run around, beast the boss with the poison and win, but it's not really fun. I think he's a B tier. Next, Artificer. So, I personally, I had the easiest runs as Artificer. By the way, we're doing Eclipse difficulty, like for Eclipse runs, because that's like the golden trophy. So, the alternative special ability of Artificer, where you fly up in the air, it's so OP. Even if you're behind, you can just fly up in space and you're safe. You can just bombard the enemies from above. And I mean, it's kind of sad that I didn't put any mechanic in there to higher his attack speed, because Bandit as well only has 4 shots in his magazine, but he reloads faster if he gets attack speed. Artificer doesn't, and even with cooldown reduction, it doesn't get faster. Your normal attacks will always be reloaded at the same pace. That's why he's only an A tier, not an S. Okay, next up, Bandit. I love his kit. He's perfect. I mean, he has so much damage if you play him right. He plays just so well. He's strong in the early game, he's strong in the late game. You can build differently. His different special ability makes you play the game completely different, but it's practically the same ability. But still, you can play it however you want to, and it's always good, it's just different. It's not stronger or weaker, no matter what loadout you choose. He's an S tier. Next, the Captain. I really like the Captain. He's such a cool guy. I love his drone. The drone he has that avoids enemy projectiles is just... it's everything. And his shotgun is so good. I think he has the strongest mount one. He has like a proc coefficient of 8 times 0.075. So everything procs extremely fast on Captain. His other abilities are kinda shit, to be honest. Like you just need your passive and your mouse 1. I would have liked another different ability, because Diablo Strike, it's a meme, but it's so slow. You can't even hit the Stone Titan or Beetle Queen boss, because even they move out before your ability lands. That's why A tier, not S. Next, Commando. Not much to say here. Commando is the most vanilla character. Like, a dictionary could define the word vanilla with the word Commando. He's not bad. He's the perfect starting class. It's like you start to play the game, you don't want to have a weird character, you just play Commando. I like him a lot. I don't even think his kit is bad or anything. There's so many people hating on him. He's an A tier for me. Okay, Engineer. I know he's strong. He's extremely strong with his turrets, but why play the game if you don't have to play the game? His M1 ability is garbage. I wish there would be a different loadout for it. I really wish there would be something other than the stupid grenades. I mean, it's so random where they fly at. I mean, Artificer, yeah, he's hard to hit flying enemies with his main ability. But this guy, I don't like him. Not that he's weak or anything, he's just not fun to play. And yeah. I'm not gonna rate this guy because I never played him. He's like more, if you got all the lunar items, than a character. So we just skip him. Next off is Huntress. Huntress, really good starting class again. I think she has such a well-designed kit. Like, you have so much mobility, you have AoE, you have single target damage. The auto aim is pretty good, not like in Railgunner, where the bullets just aim at the closest enemy. I think Huntress is an A tier. She's really squishy and all, but you're just not gonna die if you dodge correctly. You're just not gonna die. You can dodge everything with her. That's like the main part of the game, to dodge stuff. Okay, next. The loader. I love the loader. His passive that gives him shield is so good. He can get up. Like, if you build attack speed on loader, you have a permanent shield up. He can get so strong. I don't know, he's strong from the beginning and he stays strong with the right items. He's fun to play. I think the loader is actually an S tier. I mean, even though there's a lot of flying enemies, he's tanky enough to survive a while for dying. He can handle them. I don't know, flying enemies. I give him an A tier. Actually, if there's only flying enemies around, it's really annoying to deal with them. Mercenary. I hate him. He is so weird. It's just pressing buttons. You press the same buttons in the same order every time. You're like 90% of the time you're untargetable. You have iframes. If you pick his other loadout, you're just way weaker. I mean, you could win with his other loadout, but his main loadout, it takes so long until he used his ability to deal damage when he's with these iframes. It takes like 2 or 3 seconds, and it's just annoying. You do this every 3 seconds. You do the same thing over and over again. This for the whole run. You just do the same thing. And then you try somehow to stay in the air as long as possible and then reset your cooldown so you can spam your abilities even faster. It's just not fun. He's not weak or anything, but he's not fun at all. I mean, with his secondary loadout he is kind of fun, but he's just so much weaker that you don't even want to play his secondary loadout. Okay, next Multi. Multi is the tankiest of all survivors. He's perfect. Like, he's a robot you can equip with whatever you want. You can go double railgun, double nail gun. You can do anything you want, and it's balanced. It's like nail gun is not really balanced. It's fucking broken OP, but it's fun. He's really tanky. He has armor basically that no other survivor has, and yeah, you can just play around with his loadout set, and he's an S tier. I can, like, if you get like the green seed, wait, these that heal you and you have double nail gun. If you have 1 or 2 of these, you can just face tank every enemy and just shoot a bit at him, and you heal up faster than you take damage. Okay. Railgunner is the reason why I made this tier list, so we skip her for now. Rex. I don't like Rex really. I mean, he's strong, but in Eclipse you have the modifier that damage is permanent and that you heal only 50%. And since you spend life and heal again, it's not cool. It's not great for Eclipse. Although he is strong, but I don't like him. He's a B tier for me. Void Fiend. Yeah, I mean, the only fun from Void Fiend actually coming from the high damage he does. I don't think he's very fun to play long term, but he is strong. He's okay. I give him an 8 here. Okay, now Railgunner. So Railgunner often gets rated as an S tier, and what the fuck is going on? This character, first 2 stages you can one-shot every boss. You're just there killing your wisps, killing your enemies, chilling, sniping, and everything dies with 1 shot. At stage 3 it kind of changes, it falls off. The enemies take several shots, they become more enemies, it's getting kind of annoying, you feel like you're falling behind. Not like with the other characters where you always feel like, yeah, I'm kind of behind or stronger than I should be, I'm ahead, behind. Railgunner at stage 3, you're behind. And it's only getting worse from there. Permanently. So stage 3 you can barely handle. At stage 4, you suddenly have to deal with an alloy, how is it called? Alloy worship unit, I guess? Yeah, it's the enemy. Then you have to deal with one of these guys. And suddenly, you go from one shot to it takes 200 of your sniping shots to kill it. And everything else one-shots you instead. And that's only stage 4, it's not even the Sky Meadow. And if you go to the other map, the forest map, so many bosses. These stone titans knock you up before you can hit them. The hitboxes are so stupidly small on the bosses. Why does a stone titan have the same crit hitbox as a wisp? Why? Makes no sense. And the red, I don't know how the level is called, the red level as well, you got this elderly Lemurians and everything one-shots you. You're just basically running around trying not to die and find somehow time to snipe your enemies. Like snipe them, I mean several times because they don't die anymore in one shot. And now comes the worst part. Railgunner doesn't work with most items, that's why I have this thing open here. Like, look at this. So, you can't really use this one. These monster 2 are A-tier item. But you have to run away, you run in circles, you're probably not collecting the health. Secondary. Crit glances. The item made for Railgunner. Useless as well. You can't crit with your normal abilities. You have to snipe to crit. But you don't have the time to snipe because you have to run around because there's 200 enemies that can one-shot you permanently. So you don't really have the time to crit. And even if you have 10 of these things and crit, you still have to hit the enemy boss like 50 times, I don't know. Like a grandparent or something. How should you hit his hands? Or the I mean, it's possible, but even if you crit them at least 50 times at stage 5. And yeah, mushrooms, we don't talk about mushrooms. Okay, bleed. Fucking OP, but on Railgunner completely useless. Why? You have a proc efficiency of 1, even in your sniping shot. So, other champions, he has like proc efficiency of 0.5. But he has 5 shots, which means he has 2.5 the chance of applying a stack of bleed. Artificer, well yes, it's useless on him, but his secondary has these sparkles that have a proc efficiency. He has 8 times 0.05. But Railgunner has only 1 shot every second with a proc efficiency of 1. And if you use your auto attacks, because they aim so badly at what they don't aim at all, they just fly to the closest enemy. So you have never the chance to apply a lot of bleed on an enemy, because it just targets different enemies all the time, or you snipe them and you have not enough attack speed to stack up bleed. What else do we have? Stun grenade is useless. Anyway, somehow, I don't know why, maybe it's because of the base damage. You get the same damage out, like of 1 stack of fireworks. On Railgunner you need like to have 5 stacks. I don't know, because everything in this game is calculated up on base damage. And you can have 5 stacks of firework and it's weaker than 1 stack on another character. Backup mag, completely useless. Energy drink, useless. You have to aim. You have to stand still and aim. I mean, yes, you can jump, but you can't sprint while zoomed in. The crystal, obviously useless, you never get in range. This one will break the first time you fall off a cliff because you have nothing to avoid fall damage. Nothing. Only other character who has nothing to avoid fall damage is the captain. But the captain is really strong by default. In this Railgunner, you just walk around, something pushes you off the edge and these are gone. Useless. Leeching Seed. You don't have attack speed. Useless. Predatory Instincts. You have to stack crit critical hits to get more attack speed, which you can't because your auto attacks can't crit. So useless. Bandolier. Useless. You have no use for Bandolier. Your abilities don't benefit being less. Yes, maybe your ultimate snipe a bit, but that's it. Yeah, the rest is normal for everyone. But yeah, it's just from the white items, which are the most important ones, there's just so many that are completely rendered useless. It's so sad. I don't know why you make a character that is a sniper and he can't really use crit classes. If they would fix that, you would at least have a chance to make it past stage 5. Funny thing is, I have about 300 hours in Risk of Rain. I made it past Eclipse 6. Usually in like 20 attempts. 90% of the time I was playing Railgunner because I thought she was the coolest character in the game. She was the most fun out of all. But it's not fucking possible. I'm stuck at Eclipse 4 with her. Eclipse 4, yeah, I think. And I played like 200 games, 300 games maybe with her. And I never made it past Eclipse 4. Bandit, I played 12 games, I'm at Eclipse 6. Artificer, I played 20 games, I'm at Eclipse 6. I have 99% of my time invested in Railgunner. And still, I'm better with all of them. So, the only thing Railgunner gets is an L. It's just an L. That's all you're ever gonna get with Railgunner. It's absolute garbage. I hate it. It's the coolest character that exists in Risk of Rain. It's by far the most fun to play. But he falls off with every stage so hard. You can't loot, you can't do nothing. You can't even make it to Mythics most of the time. It's annoying, I hate it. I don't know. Yeah, that's about it.